What's up, YouTube? This is Boston Chris. Welcome to my channel, Boston Chris Comics. I'm back with a brand new video. It's been a little bit, I have to say, with summertime being what it is, just kind of make videos when you can. Hoping that everybody had a great 4th of July. I did. I had an awesome time. Got to spend some time with family. Had a good barbecue, and also had a pool party as well at my wife's aunt's house. Awesome time. Always enjoy going down there. And then just enjoyed just having the time off. So just taking a break now. Oh, thank you. So just explain that for a second. So my daughter gave me back one of these, so I told her this is her comic book. So now this is Allie's actual comic book that I gave her. It's not just a previews magazine, but she likes it. She told me that she loves Spider-Man. Like, I was just going through some books, and she's just screaming Spider-Man, or she said Bye Man, and then I was like, you like Spider-Man? She's like, yeah. So figured that's her book that she likes, and she's into Spider-Man apparently, which is cool. But anyway, back to books. So I haven't made a video in a couple weeks just because I've been busy just with other things. But I have some books to show off. I'm gonna just do just the new books that I got. I'm actually gonna be probably making a couple of videos over the next couple of days, just because I actually had just a bunch of stuff. So I had my regular hauls, and then I had a group of books come in from Brian B. I had spoken to him about trying to help out with the run that I'm trying to collect, and so he went ahead and hooked me up with some awesome books. So Brian B. from Taking the Time Collectibles, thank you for that, and I'll be doing a video just to show the books that you hooked me up with, and then just some back issues and stuff that I was able to pick up through a little bit of money I won, because where I live, there's a new casino, and so up here in Boston, went to the new casino, and they gave me some free cash to play with, and I actually made a little bit of money with it. Not a ton, just enough to get some extra books. So happy with that. Hi, baby. No. You want your book again?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here's your book. Go show Grammy.
I like the camera.
No. Go show Grammy. Grammy wants to know. Grammy wants to see it. No. Go to, she'll want to see it. All right. So let's get into the new books. So like I said, I'll have that in the back issue haul. Probably separately. Just I don't want to do all at once. It'll just be a whole big long video. And as I'm known for, I always do long videos anyway, but that would be kind of excessive, so I'm just going to pump the brakes on that. But anyway, let's start this off. So, here we got some books that I picked up over the last couple of weeks. So, picked up True Believers, Spider-Man, Mysterio, and yeah, of course they're going to go ahead and...
Do you need for her to have this?
Yeah.
This?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Trying to do it and get distracted. Well, whatever. I'm not editing it. This is gonna be what it is. Anyway, so yeah, you get the whole Mysterio thing, and so that's that. Then I picked up Spawn number 298, Road to 300. So homage cover, Todd McFarlane cover of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 298. So pretty cool. I haven't been reading Spawn in a long time, so I'm not even really sure so much what's going on. I know that in 295, 6, and 7 they did a retrospective of basically the 294 issues from 1 to 2 to where they are now. So 298 I think is just like new stuff starting up. So that's pretty cool. Next we have actually a really cool cover, and I'm not upset about this one at all. I know that this ends up being I think it's probably going to be a cool story just because it features my man, Darth Vader. And Vader is really good and cool as far as, comics have been concerned. Great series and stuff. So we have Star Wars: Age of Rebellion, Darth Vader, and this is the Gabriel Del Auto cover. And the Del Auto cover is pretty cool because this is just what's called, I guess, the great moments or defining moments, I think. And so this is when Luke goes to he's on Dagobah and he goes to do the trial inside the tree, and Yoda warns him you don't need any weapons and takes his blaster with him and the lightsaber just in case. So really cool cover. I was absolutely happy to get that. Wasn't overly it just was able to pick up a cover price, which I know Del Auto usually ends up being one of the more sought after ones just because he's a great artist. But next up, picked up Usagi Yojimbo #1. So this is the regular Stan Sakai cover. Really cool, really nice. Big fan of Usagi Yojimbo and Stan Sakai, his art. And then, so this is the first time the title goes on to IDW. Not that it's super significant that it's on IDW, but it's just kind of changed over the years. It's been a long time title on Dark Horse that now it's on IDW. So makes sense, I guess. And then I was also able to pick up the 1 in 50 Kevin Eastman variant. So really cool. Everyone knows that Kevin Eastman's the artist that brought us the Ninja Turtles. So pretty cool to see his take on the character. Next we have this is War of the Realms #6, and so this is, I guess, was considered the spoiler variant. I haven't actually got a chance to read the ending issue, so I don't really care so much that it was the cover, that it was a spoiler. I just like that it had just Terry Dodson art on there, and I know a lot of people really love Adam Hughes and everything. I mean, I think his covers are great too, but I have to say Terry Dodson is very underrated. I feel like his covers are just right up there with what you get from Adam Hughes, but he just doesn't get the appreciation that he deserves. Next up, we have Thanos #3, so pretty cool cover there, Jeff DeCal. Definitely an awesome series. Love Thanos, great villain. Then we have Last Stop on the Red Line, which is kind of cool. This is a book that I picked up. I didn't pick up #1, I couldn't find it. I picked this up just because the Red Line is funny, because that's actually the train that I take going into work every day. So definitely a cool book. It's about Boston, so I had to pick it up. Next we have Old Man Quill #7. Pretty cool to see the Guardians and the cracked Star-Lord mask. So pretty cool. Next we have Star Wars Target Vader, and here he is. Vader is being hunted down by a Cable/Terminator character, and the feet don't look bad, so I know that Rob Liefeld didn't draw this, but definitely looking forward to reading that. Next we have the Deceased #3, so this is the movie variant swipe. This is the swipe of the movie poster of The Nun. So pretty cool series there. Next we have a book that's been out for a while. I haven't actually seen this in a long time, and I'm actually happy that it's back. Or even just at the end of the story, happy that it's back. And that is Heathen #7. And to be honest with you, I thought I already had this, just because the fact is it's been so long since they put it out. So if you haven't read Heathen, it's a good story. Really, really fun book. I enjoyed it from the get-go. And really, I think done well, and I don't know if they're going to continue on with it. I actually like the fact that if it's just going to be self-contained to the 7 issues that have been out there, and there's just a one-shot story, that's fine by me, because I think that's really cool. Next we have Cosmic Ghost Rider Destroys the Marvel Universe #5. Really cool series. I like how they're just kind of letting Cosmic Ghost Rider go ahead and just rampage through the Marvel history and just kind of do his thing, and just a fun title. I know that they're really kind of, Cosmic Ghost Rider kind of seems like a character without a home right now, just because they're trying so hard to kind of get him out there and make him mainstream, and they want him to be like this big time deal. But I think he's a cool character. I just like to see him do really get into his own title, or just kind of go with you know, I don't know, just kind of see him have a like legitimate role in comics. But next we have Dead Man Logan. This is issue number 9. This has been a great series. This is supposed to be the end of the Old Man Logan character and continuity. So definitely a fun series. Definitely has been good. And I like how, like I said, when they first started this one, they gave him a year to live. So this is chronicling that last year that he has to kind of, you know, set things straight and get himself together and, you know, kind of get whatever revenge he's going to get and, you know, do what he's got to do. Next we have Savage Avengers issue number 3. This is the Carnage, you know, Carnageized variant, where Elektra has been, you know, pretty much turned into Carnage. Lionel Yu cover, really cool stuff there. There's one book I'm going to hold off until the end just because I have a little bit to say about it, and it's not so much about it's not about the book itself. It's just kind of about something that happened that honestly kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, and I want to just go ahead and talk about it. I wish I had, you know, done a video last week, but I was too busy. Because I'll still talk about it, but I just feel like, you know, it's a week removed from it, and it's kind of like, you know, maybe I'm just sounding like I'm just complaining, but I don't care. I'm going to get off my chest. But anyway, so next we have War of the Realms Omega, issue number 1. Pretty cool cover there. You got Thor. Now he's the All-Father, hanging out, you know, showing him killing Malekith. This one I was actually really, really happy when I looked into it, because I wasn't going to pick it up, but then I was like, alright, let me take a look. And the art is incredible in this book, and that is Wolverine versus Blade. The art inside this book is really, really nice. You know, it almost looks like, you know, just in that painted style. It's, you know, mature reading, so, you know, I'm assuming it's going to be real violent, maybe some profanity here and there and stuff like that, but definitely looked like something cool to pick up. Next we have, and I'm just giving this book a shot, we'll see what happens with it. It's from Ahoy Comics, the Second Coming. So you have Jesus kind of hanging out with a Superman-esque character. Cover's done by Amanda Connor. The inside art is not bad, actually. It's actually pretty cool. And it's done by, I want to say, where is he? So the actual artist on this book is Rick Pace. So, pretty good job. Definitely looking forward to reading that. Next we have Batman issue number 74. So I picked up the variant. You know, just like that, better than the regular cover. Then we have Flash number 74, and I picked up the variant for that too. I wasn't really super into the regular cover for that one. Next I picked up issue number 1 of Reva, so I figured I'd check that out. Again, art is really good in this. I was actually, you know, expecting something to be not as polished as kind of based on the cover. I figured it wouldn't be all that polished, but it's actually pretty good. So who knows, maybe that could be a series. Then next, you got True Believers, The Carnage, issue number 361 of Amazing Spider-Man. Then picked up another book called Unearth. Just figured I'd take a look at it and, you know, see how it is and, you know, just read it. I was told it was kind of interesting, so I figured why not, you know, see what happens. And then, as far as new books are concerned, for this week, picked up the facsimile cover of X-Men number 1. So, I didn't get the True Believers one, which kind of, you know, that stinks at this point, just because when I think about it, you know, it was $1, and this wasn't, but that's alright, you know what I mean, it's facsimile edition of it, so pretty cool to have, like, you know, just kind of a replica of the actual book itself, so pretty cool. It's almost like I bought it off the shelf back in, you know, 1963, but not really. Anyway, I wish, but anyway. And then they also gave me this free Young Guns sketchbook, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and flip through this. I like seeing the different art and everything, although it does kind of remind, there's not a ton of sketches in there. There's some. I was hoping there'd be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more art, just to kind of, you know, show off what these guys do and their process and everything. But overall, not bad. So for free, I can't complain. And then finally, what basically gets me to the point that I was upset about is I was able to pick this up last week, but it wasn't in, the normal way that, you go to the shop, you get your thing, and then you're all set. So the book that I'm talking about, that I'm sure is pretty controversial, that, and I don't know if other people commented on the availability of it, but Walking Dead number 193. So first print, the story behind this, what makes me angry about this is that my shop has started to adopt this practice, and I don't like it. I think it's really just bullshit. Really, truly and honestly, it really makes me mad. And so what happens is just that I went to my shop at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my lunch break, and on a Wednesday, and this is a shop I've been going to for years, since I was 9 years old. So on Wednesday, you have at least 2 people working in that shop every Wednesday. Especially since I've been going to the one that's kind of nearby, on my way home from work. I've been going there for about maybe like 3 years straight, and it's just like it's a chain of stores, and so I've been going to the chain, itself since I was 9. But this store I've been going to for about 3 years, like consistently, and I went and the door was locked, so it said be back in 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right, maybe someone went to the bathroom, whatever. It's unusual for it to be locked on a Wednesday, because usually there's 2 people there or something like that. So I waited 10 minutes, and then after that I called the store, and went to voicemail, and then the person that was working came to the door. I was like, oh, I apologize. So I walked over to the section where The Walking Dead should be, and it was gone. So I was just like, okay. And I was just like, so you guys sold out of The Walking Dead? And the first reaction for the person that worked there was to try to lie to me and be like, yeah. And I was just like, really? You guys open at 11, you guys are sold out now. Okay. So she's like, why, do you need one? I'm like, yeah. So she gave me the one, and it was just like, I know why the door was locked. It was that she was basically going ahead, because when she gave it to me, she basically pulled it from like basically this space from under the counter, like that you wouldn't think, like if you didn't know any better, if you're like, oh, it's sold out, whatever, you would just walk out and not think twice about it. So it was just like she had, she reached under and gave it to me. I'm just like, okay. And it just made me kind of mad that it's just like that's the practice now, is to sit there and take a book that's here on Comic Book Wednesday, you know what I mean, on the fucking day it comes out, and just rip it off the shelf and put it under and try to sell it, make more money on eBay or whatever the hell it is. I mean, look, people got their reasons for doing what they do, and I get it, but that's bullshit, and I'm sorry. And the thing that kind of got on my nerves is that it wasn't just isolated to that store, because I went to the shop a little further up the street. It's not as good. It's more of a retail store called Newberry Comics. So I went there, and I was just like, all right, let me just see if it's a situation where they have it or don't or whatever. Just because, that just really bugged me that this person's going to lie to me and tell me, oh, we don't have it. And they do. They clearly did. They just didn't want to put it out there. So then I go to this shop, and the guy couldn't even look me in the face and really tell me what was going on. And then in there, too, similar situation. Like, they were, like, just reorganizing the store, which they're usually, they have, like, a few people that work that will be doing that. But they usually have somebody there at the counter to go ahead and ring people up. So I had to wait about, 2-3 minutes, for someone to come up and talk to me. And I was like, hey, do you have this? And then he's like, oh, you mean Walking Dead 83? I said, no, 193, the one that came out today. We want to, and this is exactly how he did it. Our stock that we had, I stopped him. So I was like, okay, you're clearly lying to me too, and that's fine, but I don't shop there, so I don't care that guy lied to me. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thoughts on him. I don't care. But the shop that I've been going to, that I've been loyal to for, over 2 decades, kind of makes me mad. And to be honest, I don't like, not to say I'll never shop there again or anything like that, but it's just like one of those things where it's just like, you know, if I see that happen again, if something like that comes out and there's an issue that, you know, comes out on a Wednesday and it's different. If it's a little print run, I'm not gonna get mad. Hey, look, you know, someone that knew, that was savvy, came and bought it, no problem. I'm fine with that. Like, cause, you know, there's been times where I've been able to pick stuff up that, you know, shouldn't be there. You know, like the Thanos variant that I had gotten, Thanos 13 Albuquerque variant. That was just chilling there, and they only had it marked up $1 over cover price. I'm not mad about that. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like that. So that's why it's just like, all right, you know, you win some, you lose some. But you know, the week before, so 2 weeks ago, when that Kanto book came out, Kanto and Marvel Premiere 6 with Wolverine's daughter came out. I mean, I had the ability to buy them both. I just didn't feel like spending any extra money, so I didn't. So when I went back to the shop and noticed that they were gone, and I went back just to see if they were there, just to be like, okay, cool. Like, if it's there, why not make some money off it if I can find it? So, and it was gone. And you know, they took them. I mean, the Marvel Premiere 6, they just took them off the shelves. I know, because they had like 60 of them, and there's no way that all 60 of them walk up the door. It's just not possible. Just that shop doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Like, it just, I mean, it's just the way it is. So I wasn't mad at that because I had the opportunity to buy it, whatever. But this pissed me off because it was like there was no opportunity even to buy it. And I'm not the only one who has a story like this. There's other people who I've talked to in the community that have had similar situations where they went to go buy that book, you know, and mysteriously their shop was sold out. What was sold out of it? Okay, whatever. You know, I don't know the situation of the shop owners. I don't know the situation of the people that work there. I mean, maybe they have a thing where it's just like, hey, look, this book is hot right now. Let's just pull it off. And, you know, they'll make a second printing. Don't even worry about it. So, you know, people will get that book when they get it. But I just feel like it's a really, really, really shitty move to pull a brand new book. I mean, literally that same day off the shelf and, you know, just kind of put it in the back and tell people you don't have it when you fucking do on the thing. Like, that just makes me mad. So, normally I don't swear like this on these videos. I'm just kind of chill, but that did kind of make me mad. So, you know, I can say for myself, if that does happen, again, I probably will not go back to the shop, or to that specific shop, to go ahead and pick up new stuff. I'll just move my my pulls over to another shop that's not too far from my work, that I can get to easily, you know, going from my job. But that's kind of been my little rant on that. I think that's like just a really, really like just bad practice. And the thing about it, I mean, and the reason that it bothers me is just because, I mean, it's one thing. Give people the opportunity to buy the book. All right, it came out at a certain price. You know what you pay for it. As a store, like, you don't pay the full price to get that book. You know, I mean, depending on, you know, what kind of business you have with Diamond and all the rest of it. But, you know, sometimes you're getting it at a discount. All right, so you just pick it up and you buy it, whatever. But give people the opportunity. If Comic Book Wednesday comes and goes, and, you know, I would say if you still have copies left by, let's say if it gets to Saturday, Sunday, and there's still some there, and then you want to pull them off, go ahead. You know what I mean? Ideally, I would say if they don't pick it up by, you know, Tuesday, then you can pull it off and just be like, all right, look, these people don't want these books. It's a hot book. Might as well just, you know, see what we can do with it. But same day, that's garbage. So anyway, I don't know. Normally, like I said, I don't get animated or upset about stuff like that. So it just is what it is. I just found that to be kind of a really just, like, you know, crappy way to do business, and I think that's something that's a little bit alarming, at least for my shop. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys have the same experience. Let me know in the comments. I mean, if I'm out of line, you can tell me. I'm not going to get mad, and I'll answer your comment back. I have no problem with it. But, you know, let me know your experience with trying to get that book, and if you think that if I'm on the right track, or if your shop did it and you think it sucks, or, you know, if you agree, even if you agree with them, like, yeah, man, they're trying to make their money and feed their families too. So, you know, who are you to say something? All right, that's your opinion, and you know what? I'll respect that, and I'll respond. I have no problem with that. But let me know what you guys think. As I said, I'm gonna have some other videos coming up, some back issue hauls, and then the stuff that Brian B sent me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a video for that as well. So get some content. It's like I haven't been gone completely and done nothing. Like I actually have some stuff to show, so I'm really excited for that. So keep watching. I got some stuff coming for you. Again, this has been Boston Chris. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for putting up with the rant. And I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Everybody have a great rest of the week.